Hi guys, well here's my video of my trip to London Film and Comic Con 2013, and I've basically filmed quite a few collectibles and figures. First thing I really wanted to capture, because I knew it was going to be there, was the Hot Toys Hulk, so I went over to Toy HQ stand, and he told me he'd sold it already. Thankfully it was still in the cabinet, the guy hadn't picked it up yet. So I ran over there, so sorry this is a bit shaky and everything, and a bit rushed, but I knew it was getting sold, so I thought I'd just try and get a quick look and get some footage of it, and it is a very impressive figure indeed. He's also got Coulson, as you can see, and Loki, a figure I'm looking forward to picking up myself, and the Avengers there's Thor. And I say, when you look at the Hot Toys figure, it's very impressive. It dwarfs everything else, and it's definitely going to be a centerpiece to anyone's figure collection. And yeah, it looks fantastic. There's a lucky guy that picked it up. I'm friends with him on Facebook now, and I know he's his cousin as well. So big thanks to Husey for sending me his cousin's picture there, and it's good to see how happy and overjoyed he was to picking it up. Here's a Sideshow Hulk. I like that. I like that statue too. I thought that was impressive. It was good to see actually that the figure and the statue there's not much in them in size difference. Obviously a lot more. Well, not a lot more, but there's a lot of attention to detail in the statue. That goes without saying. You know, I suppose you have to lose a little bit of that when you're getting a figure for the posability. I like the posability, but you can't help but be impressed with that Sideshow statue as a production piece. It's absolutely fantastic, and you know, check out Robot Online's review of it, because yeah, he shows it off to. You know, on his video you get to really see a great review of that. So check out Robot Online's video of that. Yeah, here's the Hot Toys Luke Skywalker. Oh, by the way, that Hulk was on a store that was a Netherlands store. They were called Gator.nl, so check them out. I did promise I'd give them a shout out for letting them film me, for them letting me film their statue, should I say. This is Mother's Basement, another store I promised I would give them a shout out to. And they let me film their stuff, which is really nice. Really nice Hobbit statues there. Thorin Oakenshield and Bilbo Baggins. And you know, if I wasn't getting the Hot Toys Man of Steel stuff, the Superman and the Jor-El, which are absolutely fantastic, if I had a bit more money and a bit more room, I would definitely be picking up some Hobbit stuff, because they look great. Really good likenesses. The Sideshow stuff, you know, I'm not a collector of statues really. I've got a few little statues, and I've got some other stuff, you know, like I've got one premium format of Indie. I don't really collect statues, but I'm very impressed with everything I saw. Also, I saw not just the stuff at Mother's Basement at London Film and Comic Con. I was in Forbidden Planet yesterday, and there is a video of that on Dean Knight's channel. He's got footage of me, Yvonne Seb, and himself, and we're going around the stores in London and having a look at the statues there, so check that out. And that Terminator statue looks very impressive in hand too. As I say, videos and photographs just don't do this stuff justice. Great likeness of Spock. Yeah, you know, once you see the stuff in hand, this is what's nice about going to these you know, going to these things like the Forbidden Planet in London, and going to the cons, and you know, stores like this, having them there. You can get to see stuff that you know, you can't see, because you can't see everything, because you can't afford to buy everything. So you can go to these places and have a look to see what they look like. So and they had a nice display there, Mother's Basement, as well. It was a bit of everything. There was a few statues, some smaller figures too, and of course they had the Hot Toys stuff as well. Unfortunately, I couldn't really get very good footage of them in their cabinet, because it was, you know, they came out quite dark, and it was a bit reflective on the glass, so I apologise for that. But I have to say, I had the older Thor in hand in my Detolf, but the new Thor, I have to say, yeah, it is better. But I'm happy with the one I got, and who knows, there'll probably be another Thor out soon, being as there's another movie, and most likely there'll be another Captain America as well, I reckon. Yeah, there's quite a few people in there. It was pretty manic that day, getting pushed around quite a bit. And it was very hot as well, so a lot of people were escaping outside to get a breath of fresh air, which was a bit hard because of the cigarette smoke. Anyway, there's lots of TED stuff around at the moment. I see that that's quite popular. Sorry about that. That was a bit unprofessional, wasn't it, with that shaky cam? Yeah, there's a lot of TEDs around that talk, tiny ones, big ones, and that seems to be very popular at the moment. This is a custom Batman armor casing case. Lenny Boyer, who I bumped into, he told me he has one. So, and yeah, it's nice for a custom piece. It's good value for money as well. So yeah, I was impressed with that. And here's some iMini Me stuff and some custom Joker stuff, because we're bought back now at Toy HQ's stand. And he had some cool head sculpts there as well. He's got they'll get down to that in a minute, but he's got like the Alfred head, which you'll see in a second. Oh, these others. I can't really talk about this stuff because I'm not very familiar with it, but they're nice. They are nice. But I'm not sure where they relate and what they relate to. He's got like a custom Gordon and the bat signal, which was cool. And yeah, that Alfred head, very nice. I saw it up close and personal, and I have to say it's very impressive in hand. And it had a custom Tony Stark head there. I really could do with a new Tony Stark head to go on my Jericho suit, but then I thought, no, I'll stick with what I got. I had the glasses that cover up the sculpt, so it's not too bad. But overall, it was a great display by Toy HQ too, and nice Daniel Craig head sculpt there. Really good likeness. You know, the stuff was very impressive. Anyway, that's my day at London Comic Con, and I'll catch you later.